What's up, everyone? All right, well, here we are, Thankful Thursday, and today I am green. Yesterday was a red day. The day before was a red day. Yesterday I lost money trading IPOs. Today, IPOs gave me a little bit of redemption. We got a nice IPO, and I am up right now over $60,000, and I'm still holding one position, which we'll talk about during the recap. So I've donated $60,000 today because it's Thankful Thursday. So all of my trading profits, $60,000, have been donated to charitable organizations. And these are organizations that Warrior Starter and Warrior Pro students have recommended and suggested to me. And so I thank you guys for those suggestions. Just to name a few of the ones that I donated to. Actually, I'll put them up on the screen so you can see the websites and stuff when we get into the recap. So anyways, that puts my Thankful Thursday donations here for the month of April at $97,000. I donated $22,000 on April 1st, $15,000 on April 8th, and $60,000 so far today. So $97,000 donated. And so I'm trying to pay it forward here this month. This is our anniversary month. April, it's been 6 years since I published How to Day Trade, 7 years since I started working on our first day trading course. How to Day Trade was sort of accompanied that first course. But I taught the course, and then the next year I wrote the book. So this is our anniversary, and I wanted to celebrate by doing something special here with Thankful Thursday, and I also wanted to give you guys a coupon code and pay it forward for those of you out there that want to learn how to trade. Trading is risky. There's no question about it. It's a high-risk activity. My results are not typical. Most beginner traders lose money. But for those that want to give it a shot and want to learn about my strategy, I'm happy to help you. We put together the coupon code CELEBRATE40 that you guys can use either on the Warrior Starter course or our Warrior Pro courses. All right, so let's get into the recap and break down the trades from today. Kind of a wild day, unexpected, but that's exactly what I said yesterday. It's going to be hit or miss. It's going to be slow, 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 hot, slow, slow, slow. But that's as the market's starting to turn around and heat back up. So today's a green day. We're gonna break it down in our recap. I hope you guys enjoy. All right, so let's break down the recap here for today. So you can see the P&L right there, top corner, EBET, Esports is the one that I'm up the most on, and I'm still holding at 2264. This presented some pretty awesome opportunities, which we'll break down. The current price is 33.06, so I'm up $10 a share on it, which is fantastic, and I'm looking for a breakthrough the high a day. This IPO shares the same underwriters as the UTME IPO from last week. Okay, we remember that was a hot IPO, and the same underwriter was the lead underwriter on the WNW IPO, if you recall. So there were a lot of reasons that I was bullish on eBet, but that was certainly one of them, and we'll talk about that in just a second. So today, for Thankful Thursday, I've donated so far $60,000, which is my realized P&L. And I donated to about 21 different organizations, $2,500 for each one, and then I did $10,000 for one of them. So let's see, actually, I took some notes here. So I donated, where did I put my notes? I thought I was right here. Here we go. Okay, so the first donation was Big Brothers and Big Sisters of America. I started holding or grabbing these screenshots here at a certain point, but this is the Ronald McDonald House. This is an organization that provides, they set up homes that you can stay in when your kids are going through health, cancer type of treatments but they have it in Boston, they have it outside New York. So $2,500 there, $2,500 to the Windham County Humane Society. I think it was Peter that recommended that. Yes, and these were all recommendations from students, those in the Warrior Trading community, Warrior Trading family. We did Wounded Warriors, $2,500 there. United Way, $2,500 there. Alzheimer's, $2,500 there. Team Rubicon, $2,500 there. So Team Rubicon is communities by mobilizing veterans to continue their service by leveraging their skills and experience to help people prepare, respond, and recover from disasters. It's fantastic. This was, let's see, Children's Hospital of Colorado. This was recommended by one of our students. Let's see, where was it? Dan. Thank you, Dan, for that recommendation. City Harvest in New York from Marco, $2,500 there. The Shriners Hospital for Children, $2,500 there. That was from Patrick. National Breast Cancer Foundation. This was a very thoughtful recommendation from Nick in memory of his late wife. So he did $2,500 there. Alex is Lemonade Stand Foundation. Very cool. Had not heard of this, but a really neat website here. So Alex's Lemonade Stand, fighting childhood cancer, 1 cup at a time. So $2,500 there. Let's see, National Fallen Firefighters Foundation, $2,500 there. I also had donations to a couple others that I didn't grab the screenshot or the website for. So Childhood Cancer Organization, St. Jude, ASPCA, the United Way, maybe I already had that one, Nature Conservancy, and then we had, let's see, what were the couple others? Big Brothers Big Sister, Children with Hearing Loss was another one, and Pack Leaders Rescue was another one. So anyways, and then Volunteers in Medicine was another one. So the goal this month, I was hoping to donate at least $50,000 through Thankful Thursdays. I have now crossed that at $97,000 right now, which is terrific. So I'm very happy with that. And we still have 2 Thursdays left in the month. We've got 5 Thursdays here for April. So we have a Thursday on the 1st and a Thursday on the 29th. So we still have 2 more Thursdays to go. I might even get up towards $200,000 donated this month, which would be phenomenal. So in any case, I'm trying to lead the way and pay it forward. I hope you do the same, even if it's only $5, $10, to something you care about in your community. We do a lot. I do a lot in my community here. And I started doing quite a lot when, about a year ago, when COVID-19, and we had these, obviously, the shutdown, this whole economic shutdown. All of a sudden, all these people that work at restaurants and all these first responders and everyone was just stretched really thin. And so between sort of the beginning of COVID really having an impact here in the United States in January of last year, and today I've donated about $750,000, right around there, 700,000. A lot of that has gone to local organizations here in Berkshire County in Massachusetts, but a lot has gone to organizations throughout this country. And so I thank you guys, Warrior Pro students especially, for your suggestions. I want to do everything that we can. We're very fortunate as day traders. Day trading is a risky career, we know that, but if you're able to take a little bit of money off Wall Street and send it to your local Main Street and help organizations that help people in need right where you are, that has an immediate benefit. Yes, of course, there's government grants and things like that, and I'm sure that there's government organizations that help people that are in need as well, but you can make a difference. And so I'm trying to do that, both, of course, with the education that we provide, but also with some of the trading profits. So anyways, Thankful Thursdays been going on here for the whole month of April, and we've got 2 more left. So EBET, TAOP, and WHLM. WHLM, a little bit of a disappointment there. This one, why don't we go over this first, since it's the one that I'm red on. So WHLM this morning started squeezing up and got halted at $10. It resumes from the halt. I did a quick long for the break of 11, 2,000 shares in and out at about 11.50 before the second halt, $900. So I made about $900. It goes a little higher up to $12.91 without me. It pulls back and then it comes back up here and it drops back down. I had my loss on it. It was actually, I believe it was right in here. I got back in thinking right here it was going to rip back through 13, and it didn't, and I stopped out on the break of VWAP. It ended up coming back up. I missed that trade right there. It would have been a great one for the long over 13. I missed it. Goes to 14, but then comes back down to 12 and ends up doing a nasty false breakout right here. Break of VWAP into a halt going down. So I didn't really trade it that well, which is kind of a bummer, but I got distracted because I ended up focusing more on EBET, We'll look at that one in a second. TAOP, this one, come on. I mean, this is just ridiculous. This choppiness. We've got news. It's the leading gapper in the entire market. Our leading gapper today was only 20%. That was the biggest gapper in the entire market today. That's terrible. So that was TAOP. I traded it for the break of $8 pre-market. I got one trade on it, or maybe it's 2 or 3 trades, but it went up to a high of 820, started to pull back, made $1,800 on it. So really didn't have much to show for that, which was kind of a bummer. I saw VE, what was it? VE, oh, now I can't remember the name of the ticker. It was a lower price stock. It was a 5, it was like, it wasn't Ven, it wasn't that. That'd be so weird. I can't remember. No, it wasn't that either. Whatever. Anyways, it was like 30 cents. It was a special acquisition company yesterday. It was at like 20 cents or 30 cents. Anyways, it went up to a high of $1 and then dropped back down. Was tempted to take it if it broke $1, but it didn't and couldn't hold, or I don't even think it did. So that was that one. And then EBET. So this was on the IPO list for today. Talked about it a little bit during the watch list that I'd be watching it this morning. I knew it was going to IPO today. And doing a little bit of research, I saw that it had the same underwriters as UTME. UTME gave us this incredible squeeze last week from 11 up to 46. But what's even kind of more amazing on it is when you look at the chart. Let's see, right here. I mean, this thing was bananas. It opened and halted up. Immediately halted a second time on higher volume, halted a third time, fourth, fifth time. Then it opened lower, then halts again going up twice. Again, all the way to 46. Totally without me, I missed the whole thing. And so when I saw EBET was IPOing today, and I saw when I researched the underwriter that was the same underwriter that did UTME, I thought, you know what? This is one that I'm probably going to be wanting to watch. And very similarly, it IPO'd, halts going up. Did I get in? No, of course not. It rips without me. It rips from 21 to 23 without me. It opens at 25.80 and I bought on the open and it halts up at 28.38. It then resumes and I do a dip. It pops up to a high of 35. I take some profit off the table and then it halts, opens and halts going down. I'm still holding. It sells off all the way down here to a low of 21 and I bought the dip. I started buying the dip for an accumulation, which I'm still holding at a 22.64 average, and is curled off of that low all the way back up here. You can see this was the 1 minute chart, a little choppier. Right there, back through the VWAP, and we're sitting right now not far off of high of day. Now, it's 3 o'clock right now. I had a target of $40 on this. That was what I was kind of mentally thinking. My first target was 35 and the second was 40. So I got the first target of 35. 40, we haven't gotten it yet. Now, I'm up $8, $9 a share on this, and I'm wondering whether or not we get that squeeze up to 40. So I'm probably going to continue to watch this through Power Hour and see whether or not I can trade around this position. And what I might do, and what I already have done, is I flipped over into my other account and was trading it up around 34 because I didn't want to lose my good cost basis. If I add to it up here, all of a sudden my cost basis is going to change. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to hold this and set this aside and let's just let it ride and see what it does. And then in this account, I'll actively trade it. So that's probably what I'll do going into the close. I'm not really wanting to carry this as a swing trade, although I might take small size overnight. We'll just see, because I have a cushion. We'll see. Realistically, I will probably make far more money just simply trading it tomorrow than I would even make carrying it overnight. And if I carry it overnight, I'm gonna be thinking about it overnight. I mean, yes, from a 22 average, it's pretty darn good, but let's just see what it does during Power Hour. I'm hoping that maybe we get a breakthrough 35.87 during Power Hour, and then that'll allow me to lock up some profit on that move up to 40, and maybe even take some trades sort of all by themselves in my other account in that area. We'll see what happens. But But this one I was bullish on. I like the stock. I like the idea. Esports. I think that is a sort of popular sector right now. I wasn't happy with that kind of inverted V in the IPO and then right back down. But then I thought, well, if I buy the dip, the low is 21, so I've got a pretty tight stop, and it came back up to 28. Pulled back again. I did another dip entry, and then it comes back again. So there were a couple of opportunities on this for dip trades. Breakouts have been a little harder because the volume is lighter and the spreads are bigger. It's got 4.3 million shares of volume. It's not super light, but the spread right now is actually 99 by 38. So it's a 39-cent spread. So that's where there's a little bit more of a challenge. And for us to have a really good power hour, I would probably want to see some volume coming in. I would expect that would happen if it does break through the high of day, because then it's going to be back on high of day Momo scanners. But it may not. It may just consolidate in this area or even pull back down towards the VWAP, which would still have me green on the stock by a bit. So I'm kind of setting my stop a little below the VWAP at this point, a profit stop. Let the rest ride and see if it does squeeze up to 37, 38, 40. And then back of mind potential, of course, that I was thinking about this morning was, will this be similar to UTME and WNW, where we do get several days of momentum? On the other hand, that same underwriter did the HS IPO, and this one wasn't so strong. So, I wanted to try to remind myself not to have too much of a confirmation bias, not to just, buy and hold the whole thing, expecting it would immediately do 5 halts in a row like UTME did. It didn't. Of course, UTME I missed completely. This one I was positioned for, but it wasn't quite as strong. So I don't know. We'll see what it does. But we still have an hour before the close. This is going to be one of my longer holds since I've actually been holding, not in this, I've been holding this right here since the low of this dip right here. So I've been holding this for a long time. And yes, when it came back down here, I was kind of like, oh, I don't know, I might get stopped out. And I said, no, just give it a second. And so what gave me the confidence to say give it a second is the ascending support line. So let me show you this. So right here, like this, I said, you know what, it's bouncing right off that level. Give it a second. So those are the trend lines that we talk about. Chapter 5, Warrior Pro classes. Understanding these technical levels will help you a lot. I didn't understand them for a long time, and so I might panic sell into a level like that. I would just panic and sell because look, if the candle's dropping. And then, now I look at that and say, no, I don't want to panic sell. I might even consider adding on a dip like that. And I think I actually did add on that dip in this account, but it was with smaller size. So in any case, today's a great day. Unexpected. We got one opportunity, and I'll be hopeful that maybe this continues tomorrow. Again, it's that recent IPO breakout type of setup. I like the idea of it. It's holding up relatively well, so I think there may be more in it tomorrow, but I could be wrong as well. We'll see. I was obviously not trading IPOs very well yesterday. Yesterday I made 20,000 on coin and then lost 16 of it, finished up only 4 or 5 grand on coin, and then lost, 14,000 on the other IPO. So IPOs are tricky. They really are. You don't know what the spreads are going to be, and probably the biggest challenge, you don't know exactly when they're going to start trading. So you're just sitting here waiting, and then all of a sudden they start trading, and then you miss the first move, which is what happened on this one. Maybe I should have, this would have been too aggressive though. If I was feeling really confident, what I would have done is I might have tried to put out orders, and I don't even know if they would have been accepted by the market, but I might have tried to put out orders to buy before it IPO'd. So as soon as it IPO'd, that second I would get filled. But I don't know if you can see, you were able to do that yesterday with coin because I tried it, but I don't know if you could do that with this type of IPO. That could be the difference between a direct offering and initial public offering. But anyways, it's fine. So that's where I'm going to finish today. Really grateful that we had a good day for Thankful Thursday. I was a little concerned that you know, it might be a dud since yesterday was a dud and the day before was a dud and Monday wasn't that great either. But we did see a little action here, and we saw action on HLM as well. I kind of didn't trade it as well as I could have, although even just looking at it now, if it got back above 1241, I would have a long bias on that, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see if it goes into power hour. You never know. I mean, it's right at 1220 right now. It has that kind of look like it might want to. When they reclaim the VWAP like that, but this has had a couple nasty rejections. The volume, it is picking back up here. So we'll see. I don't know, maybe 12. I'll put an order at 1250 and watch it. But anyways, that's it for me. That's where I sit right now. Still have an hour left of trading, so my P&L is going to change a little bit between now and the end of the day. But hopefully not in a bad way and not too drastically. So anyways, we'll see how things finish, but this is where I sit right now. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Tune in first thing tomorrow for the morning show. I'll be live streaming around 8:30, 8:45 on YouTube, and look forward to seeing you guys there. All right, thanks again. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you really enjoyed that video, and make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 1 million subscribers this year, but we won't get there without your help. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button.